Today we're doing a little more show and tell with the ThinkStation P7 workstation from Lenovo. And if you're watching this video, you might be wondering, do I need to invest in a workstation? Because generally speaking, they are going to be much more expensive than its consumer counterpart. But there are some very good reasons for that, and the biggest one is stability.
But before we get into it, let me tell you about our sponsor, Bitdefender. Whether you're hard at work on your latest digital creation or just browsing the web, your online security should be the last thing you worry about. That's where Bitdefender Total Security comes in. With protection on up to 10 devices, Bitdefender shields your Windows, Mac OS, Android, and iOS systems from all the nastiest threats like malware, ransomware, and spyware. Plus, it's lightning fast so it won't slow down your workflow. Whether you're editing, gaming, or just kicking back with a movie, Bitdefender adapts to what you're doing so it never gets in the way. And with its multi-layered protection against ransomware, it keeps all your precious files, videos, photos, documents, literally everything safe. Plus, there's 200 megabytes per day per device of super secure VPN traffic included when you need protection most. So if you're looking for solid online protection that won't slow you down, click the link in the description for a massive 50% discount on a 1-year plan. Now, back to the show.
Workstations are designed to be able to handle huge workloads and stay completely stable, so not crash on you, when you're doing extremely complex calculations, doing 3D renderings, that sort of thing. So in my line of work as a video editor, workstations come in handy because maybe I'm working on a short or feature-length indie film with tons of edits. The render generally takes a lot of time, and one little hiccup can cost you maybe an entire day, and that's no bueno. So let's talk components, for instance. So this has a Xeon CPU in it. Xeon processors are designed to be extremely stable, as opposed to, say, an i7 or an i9 that are designed just to be pure power. So for instance, this Xeon processor is something like a 2.2 or 2.8 gigahertz processor, and an i7 or an i9, you might have something that's, double that, like a 4.2 or a 4.8 gigahertz processor. Now, obviously, that i9 sounds more impressive, but when it's kicking out tons of heat and is less stable, then it really doesn't make that much difference. I would rather go with a Xeon that's going to get through my render in a decent amount of time and stay stable the entire time.
Plus, even if you go with the base configuration of the P7, you're still getting a 12-core processor that can spread out that workload and get through edits really quickly. But of course, it's not just about the processor. We're also benefiting from hardware acceleration via the monstrous RTX A4500 with 20 gigs of GDDR6. And to just give you an idea of how fast this thing can chew through a render, let's first look at my video on the amazing Slim Pro 9i, which is kind of my dream editing machine just because it's only 14.5 inches but still packs some serious specs. I'll drop a link in the description if you want to check that video out. Now, that laptop has a 14-core 3.7 gigahertz i7 processor and an NVIDIA RTX 4060. And in my render test, it just absolutely demolished this MacBook Pro that cost $700 more. But then, if we pit it against the P7 with its 16-core 2 gigahertz Xeon and that A4500, there's no competition. It's laughable. I mean, the throughput on this thing is just insane. Now, does the P7 cost about 3.5 times the Slim Pro 9i? Well, sure, but for good reason.
Again, you've got the Xeon processor, you've got the A4500 graphics card. This particular machine only has 32 gigs of RAM, but that is a great starting point for video editing. You can get away with 16 gigs, but I usually recommend 32 or greater.
Plus, it's ECC or error correction code memory. Fewer errors means more stability. The A4500 also uses ECC.
Now, something else you get with a workstation like this is ISV certification. What that means is it's been independently certified to be compatible with Adobe products, Autodesk, Avid, Bentley, Dassault, and that's really important because a lot of these software licenses are really, really expensive. So the last thing you want to do is invest in a workstation that can't actually run the software you meant to run on it. Now, other things you want to be aware of with these machines is their upgradability. Usually they're extreme upgradability. So for instance, this can take up to 11 drives. So be thinking RAID arrays here. The other thing these machines are great for is I/O. They usually have really great I/O, like 10 gigabit Ethernet, plenty of USB-A and USB-C ports. You can usually get older ports on these machines. This one has a card reader, which is really handy for what I do. Tons of PCI Express expansion ports, and this case is literally bomb-proof. Like, this thing must weigh 40 pounds. Ugh, it's like pure steel. So to kind of go back and answer the question, when do you need to get a workstation? Well, if all you're doing is YouTube videos like what you're seeing right here, you probably don't need this. But if you're doing heavy workloads where time is of the essence, you have really strict deadlines, or you're working with really intense footage, 3D modeling, special effects, that sort of thing, really big renders, and you can't afford the programs to crash, that is when you need to invest in a workstation.
This exact machine runs about $6,000, but the base configuration starts closer to $5,000.
So if you're working for a small, medium, large company where you get to pick out the machine and time is literally money, it might be tempting to go with that really awesome gaming PC with the big graphics card and i9 processor. But in the end, I would highly recommend checking out a workstation like the Lenovo P7 that is literally bomb-proof. If you want to check out the P7 for yourself, be sure to check the link in the description below. Anytime you make a purchase through one of my links, you help support the channel, so thanks for that. If you enjoyed this video, check out some of these others you might find interesting. And as always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.